Hey guys, welcome to our new series, Does Purpose Require a Purpose Giver? And I want to throw out there right at the beginning of the series, I believe purpose requires a purpose giver. I'm sitting up here upstairs of our house. I look around at all my kids' stuff. I've got one of my kids' stuffed animals here. Everything that I see has a purpose. Now, whether you think it's an important purpose or not, this is to make my kids happy and let them have fun, etc. I'm sitting on a sofa that has an important purpose. If it wasn't here, I don't know what I'd be sitting on. I'd be sitting on something else with the same purpose to hold me up. Everything I see has a purpose, and it did not give itself the purpose. To me, purpose not just implies, it really demands that there's a purpose giver. And I don't understand. You'd have to give me some feedback, some comments, email me something. Help me wrap my head around how we can have purpose on accident. How can we have purpose by accident? And here's what I'm talking about. The people who say there is no God, the people who say that I've got purpose, maybe they might say my purpose is to make the world a better place or be a good person or do as good as I can, while I'm alive. But then they say that they're here by accident because there was a big bang and everything blew up and we just happened to be the exact right distance from the sun, tilted at just the right tilt, spinning at just the right speed, all, going around the sun at just the right speed so that we don't, blow up or burn up or whatever it might be, right? The people who say all that happened by accident, yet they have purpose. What I question is, did the purpose come from the accident? The purpose has to grow out of something. Now people might say, well, no, the purpose came out of just me. The people might say, I came up with a purpose in my own head. And I'm like, well, where did you get, because guess what? This doll is never going to come up with purpose. She'll always be smiling. If we call that a smile, she'll never be sad. She'll never feel like I can do this and she doesn't feel anything, right? Sorry. But she's never going to feel anything. And it's not because she doesn't have a lung or a liver, or a spleen or bones or a heart or whatever. It's not even because she doesn't have a brain, in my opinion. It's because she doesn't have a soul. Now, some people might say, well, but it's my brain that gives me, the ability to laugh and feel and have emotion and all this stuff. And I'd say, okay, even if you say you don't have a soul and your brain, is that kind of evolved? Because guess what? We have yet to design a robot, artificial intelligence. We've yet to design a robot that has feelings to the degree, really at all, but to the degree that those feelings kind of fight against each other internally. Almost like we've got two different things going on inside of us. We've only really been able to design robots that take in information, evaluate it, and make a decision, right? But the feelings don't get in the way, if that makes sense, right? Where did this soul come from? Did it happen because of a Big Bang theory? Once again, they still have the word theory in there. It's not Big Bang fact, it's Big Bang theory because they have yet been able to prove it conclusively, okay? Is it because something happened by accident that we got to purpose? Okay? So, that's all I want to ask in this series. And I want to dig deeper into, of course, but in this first video, I just want to throw out there, does purpose require, imply, demand a purpose giver, a purpose maker? And I am obviously saying, I believe yes. I believe there is no way that an accident happened, that things just collided together in the cosmos in just the right way, in just the right moment, for us to have all of this around us and have purpose. Now, if you're saying we have no purpose, that's a totally different subject, which we'll talk about probably at some point in this series. If you're waking up every day with zero purpose, first of all, I don't think that's possible. Because I don't think one person can have purpose and the other 7 billion have none. I think if somebody has purpose, everybody has purpose because it's too intertwined. But that's a separate thing. And I'm just saying, if you believe in purpose, but you don't believe in God, if you believe in purpose, but you don't believe in a purpose maker, if you're like this bear, right? All right, you exist, but let's say that you believe, if you were this bear, you believe, no, you don't have, nobody made you. You just popped out of nowhere and you have no purpose, or you do have purpose, but it was totally an accident that you ended up this way instead of this way. Just totally an accident, that you're this guy instead of this guy, right? If that's what you believe, then I'm challenging you and saying, how can purpose exist on accident? I believe purpose exists because purpose was given. All right, let's think about that. I'll see you again in part 2.